Well, as Leslie Jordan would say, well, she it. But you know what? Today's another day, and I really am here because I care so much about every one of us going through a lot of trauma in the past few months, and my way of relieving massive amounts of stress and pent up emotions. So come on in. I want to show you what's going on in the studio and hopefully give you a toolkit for getting back up. I call it art saves. It's one of my mantras, and I really, really believe that it is the most important thing we can do during times like this, where a lot of people are actually grieving or just trying to get beyond what we've been through these past months. So welcome to the studio. I just love being in this space, and I want to share it with you. So come on over. Before I do anything in the shop on a daily basis, I always light a candle to the Muse, to Great Spirit, to all of our ancestors and friends that have gone before. Right now, Our Lady of Guadalupe, in honor of, in love and peace in our country, and hopefully beginning steps of less division. So there she is, and I really, I did a workshop once with Clarissa Pinkola Estes, and Dr. Estes said something that really stuck out to me one day. She said, when you make art, you pray twice. And I personally think that the creative process is spirituality. And it has saved my life numerous times, I mean emotionally, where nothing was working. No therapy, no 10-mile hikes. It was art making. And so if I can do anything today, I hope I can help you crawl out of bed and get back, on your feet and put your boots back on. So the best way I know how is art making. So here we go. The first tip I want to give you is to start with a journal. And I want to do some things that are easy that everybody can do, that you don't need soldering equipment. I got this at an office supply store, maybe $6, but go get yourself a journal, glue stick. Get back to being 10 again. Scissors. I've got a little box, that I put, and I even take it traveling. I've got watercolor, but get yourself a journal. And it's interesting because I pulled this out to, to show you. I've got different collage materials and a whole suitcase is full. And up popped a photo of my beloved cousin Simon, who passed away some years back from a brain tumor, and it reminded me that we're all alive and we're here today, and we have the gift of another day. So everybody, one for me, that we get through this in a very healing and important way, that all these out of old books, magazines, and I'm just going to start collaging my journal with a simple glue stick and cutting, literally just getting primal with the art. And while I'm doing this, I thought I'd tell you a story. When, what was it, about 3 months ago, I was at a nail polish salon, get my nails done, and I look over across the room, and there is this man. He couldn't have been younger than maybe 85, 90 years old. And I was so intrigued. And he was getting his nails done, and he said his wife makes him do it once a week. And so I started talking to him, and I said, who do you think is going to win the election? And he gave me the most inspiring and interesting answer. And he said, first of all, I'm not going to tell you who I voted for, or who I'm voting for. And I thought, that's old school. Isn't that great? Like, remember when voting was fun? But then he said, but what I will tell you is that I've been a professor for years at the University of Colorado, and what I would do was work with people in corporations and politics where they weren't getting along. And I said, wow, can I pick your brain? What is it, that we need to think about? And without missing a beat, he said, we've been given this division, this opportunity to learn how to heal and get along with each other. And we have a long way to go on that, but I see this as a gift. And it wasn't really the answer I was wanting, but it was the right answer. And I realized he's right. It's not about who wins, who loses, and what we do with our lives. So I'm so grateful to whoever he was. He walked out the door, and I didn't get his name or email or anything, but such a gift. So wanted to share that story and get back to my collage. And I literally encourage you to look for sayings that maybe have importance to you, like live ever in a new day, this says. It's an old birthday card I saved. So just start really putting things together. I have many, many journals over the years. I have a whole duffel bag that'll have to be burned someday. Like, here's a journal from 2020. I collect quotes in it. I write in it. So this is what I'd love to see for you all. And just things that I think are really special. Some I've created, some other people have, that is just inspiring to me. So that is the beginning of your New Day journal. And I'm going to collage this. I'll show it to you next time we get together. But other than that, you got your first assignment for your journal. Well, second, after you do your cover. I want you to take 20 minutes and, without lifting the pen, write for 20 minutes your ideal laugh out loud day. From the minute you wake up, give yourself details. Nobody has to read this but you. And I did this exercise one day at a 2-hour New Year's workshop. And it shocked me because I wrote it in my early 20s, and 20 years later, I found that writing, and it was exactly what I'm doing, that there's a studio in the backyard, that I have an Airstream to travel in. So I want you to dream big and let go of the judgment of, oh, I can't do that, or I don't have the money. Just literally your laugh out loud dream. So that is your assignment number 2. Then along the lines of Julia Cameron, you guys might know about her. She's an amazing artist and writer, and I believe she lives in Santa Fe now. But she wrote The Artist's Way, and she also talks about journaling every day for a half an hour. I try to do that. I'm not great at it, but I'm trying to get better. And the other thing she recommends that I love are artist dates. And that could be anything from just going on a nature walk. It doesn't have to be art studios or making art, but anything that might inspire you, especially right now. Like this morning, I just came out and I watched the birds and looked at the blue sky and realized that it's pretty great out there still. So definitely do an artist date. Pick one once a week. And I would love to hear in the comments about what you chose to do as an artist date, and also email us any pictures you have of your journal. I would love to show everybody out there some creative ideas, okay? I sincerely hope that you will all find time to grieve. Some people are happy, and that's great too, but what I'm worried about are people not coming together. And that's what I would love to see, more people getting together, whether it's helping with a kids group or your son school class, anything like that. So think about how you could help in terms of helping others heals ourselves, right? So other than that, I'm going to finally get to this piece, which now I've put a deadline on myself that I'm going to finish this old Chalkware Mary with this heart. And because I think it's so fitting, it says Fierce Grace. And this is going to be my saying for my journal and for my artist journal on this day going forward. So I hope I've given you some ideas. I'm with you all. I know we're going to get through this with flying colors because we are a resilient country, and I am still loving our country, and I love you all. So big hugs to you, especially those of you that have reached out, that are really needing it. Love you so much, and I'll check in with you next week. Bye.